Hello, this is Matthew Graysmith from Ministry of Lean, and today I want to talk about Vibram 5 fingers. Those 5-finger toe shoes that you see people walking around in that resemble walking around in bare feet, but still giving you some added protection against glass or rocks or things like that. So first off, I want to show you the two pairs I have here, just an example. I have the Vibram 5-finger Speed XC. And this pair gives me a little bit of added warmth in the winter when I'm walking around or running outside. And then I also have the Vibram 5-fingers Komodo LS. And this is more of a cross-trainer type shoe. Can be used for running, but its design also allows for multi-purpose use, sort of in CrossFit or weight training or things like that. So I want to talk about Vibram 5-fingers specifically with regards to walking or running in Vibram 5-fingers. Recently there was a lawsuit put out against Vibram. A woman claimed that the Vibrams weren't doing what they were supposed to do for her, which was to allow her to walk around and use them in a more efficient way, sort of the more barefoot type way that they were claiming. And really, this is the thing with our society, in that we live in a society of instant gratification. We expect instant gratification when we buy a product, and really it's not like that with just about anything you buy. You get out of it what you put into it, and the Vibram 5-fingers are a good example of you get out of something what you put into it. So if you put Vibram 5-fingers on, they're not going to change your life overnight. Maybe they will, and with some people they have. But you really got to put in the work and the time, and then they will really make your life awesome. But first you got to put the work in. And I think this woman would have found that out had she taken the time to really figure out how to use them properly and put the work into using her Vibram 5-fingers for however she saw fit. Now, with regards to walking in the Vibram 5-fingers, I think they're a tremendous shoe. You had some memories of when you were a kid, running or walking around in the grass, or maybe even still do that now. And you're walking in the grass barefoot, and you can just feel that amazing feeling of your feet being planted into the earth, and it just gives you more energy, and you feel so much lighter, and just being able to feel the grass on the balls of your feet. It's just an awesome feeling, and you get that feeling wearing Vibram 5-fingers. Walking around, you can feel the earth. Whether you're walking around on pavement or concrete or grass or dirt or trail or whatever, being able to feel the ground is an awesome feeling. And you guys know what I'm talking about. When you can walking around outside bare feet, there's nothing like that. And that's what it's like wearing the Vibram 5-fingers, but you still have a little bit of protection just in case if you stepped on a nail or a piece of glass or something like that. So the Vibram 5-fingers are great in that regard. Now I want to talk about Vibram 5-fingers with regards to running. You do have to be really careful. If you're running, say, 5 miles 3 or 4 times a week, you don't want to just jump into the Vibram 5-fingers and do a 5-mile run, because likely your feet aren't accustomed to that style of running. And this is also a mistake that some people make when they're using the Vibram 5-fingers, is they don't use them properly. And when you're running in Vibram 5-fingers, you don't want to run in them like you would in a traditional cushioned running shoe, which supports a heel strike, where your heel is hitting the ground first and then you're sort of rolling off, because that's what the cushioning allows the shoe to do. But it's not really a natural way of running. If you saw people running thousands of years ago across the African savannah, you would see no one running with a heel strike. You would see them landing on their forefoot, the balls of their forefoot, and then they would roll to their heel and just let their heel kind of kiss the ground. It wouldn't be like a smack, because all you have in your heel is just bone. There's no cushion there, or no natural cushioning. And this is also the style of running you want to adopt, if you don't already have that already, is landing on your forefoot and then sort of rolling to your heel and letting your heel kiss the ground. If I could show you in the Vibrams, it's like your forefoot touches the ground and then sort of lets your heel kiss the ground like that. And you'll notice very quickly that when the balls of your feet are touching the ground, as you start to fatigue, you might be putting a little more impact on it, and you'll feel it, and that will force you to create a very efficient running stride, because you'll feel the impact as you're starting to fatigue, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I got to run lighter now. And that's one of the best things about the Vibram Five Fingers with regards to running, is I think it really encourages people to run in a very efficient way. I mean, not only are you already efficient because they're so light, and you're using them in a way that nature intended you to run, but also because as you start to fatigue, you'll feel maybe you're impacting a little harder, and you'll be like, oh, I gotta change that. And so it also sort of forces this sort of self-correcting mechanism that we kind of tend to forget when we put a piece of foam between our feet and the ground. And yeah, so that's everything I have to say about Vibram Five Fingers. Check out Ministry of Lean's blog, and check out our Facebook page, and keep following the posts. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.